Hi everyone, it's Hervé. I hope you're doing well. Today, a recipe that, you can't mess up, an onion tart, an old-fashioned onion tart. Super simple with homemade dough, of course. I'm going to give you my tip for making a dough for your savory tarts that has a really flaky, crunchy effect that's super good. I love it. And there you go. You'll see it's very, very simple. Few ingredients, mainly onions that we're going to saute a bit in the pan beforehand. And this tart with a small salad as a starter or something, it's the best. Let's look at the ingredients. So for the dough, it's very simple. Butter, a little fleur de sel, cold water, flour, and a little herbes de Provence if you like. Next, for the filling, we have onions, a little old-fashioned mustard, heavy cream, an egg, and that's it. Salt, pepper, and that's all. We'll start with the dough, super simple. In a large bowl like this, you're going to add your flour. If you want, it's optional, but I like to flavor my tart doughs with herbes de Provence. There, I'm going to add a pinch of fleur de sel and the butter. Now the butter, this is important. Cold butter. I'm going to add pieces of butter like this. The butter needs to be very cold. It's super important for, this tip to get a flaky effect. The idea is that we're going to work the dough with our fingertips like this. There, by crushing it like this, you're going to make little, very thin flakes of butter that will give a flaky and crunchy effect to your dough. I want it to be visible to the eye. You see, I still have these little pieces of butter in the dough. It's perfect. We can now add the water. The guideline is 75 milliliters for this recipe, of very cold water as well. But you don't have to add it all, we'll see. As soon as our ball of dough forms, that will be enough. There shouldn't be any visible flour left. There, well, I didn't use all the water, I only used about 50 milliliters. And we're just going to form a disc like this. There, while we take care of the onions, we can let this dough rest in the fridge in some plastic wrap. Now for the onions, you can use whichever onions you want for the tart. You can go with sweet onions or white onions. Here, I have some small pink onions that are really pretty. And so we're going to peel them and then we'll slice them. Let's go. We're going to put some olive oil in the bottom of the pan. Now be generous with the olive oil because we have quite a few onions here to saute. We'll toss in the onions. And the idea here is to saute them for, let's say, 15-20 minutes to start caramelizing them a bit like this. It's going to be nice. When the onions are soft and caramelized like this, it's perfect. We're going to stop the cooking and let them cool down a bit, while we roll out the dough and prepare the filling for the tart. So we're going to roll out our dough. There, you can see through it, you can see the pieces of butter, right? And that really is going to make all the difference in terms of the dough's texture. It's going to be nice and crispy. And so we're going to put our dough in a tart pan with a slightly high rim. This one is perfect for making quiches, or in any case, tarts with a nice filling inside. We'll clean up the edges and then we can now add a little bit of mustard to the bottom. So I've used an old-fashioned mustard. I like it with the seeds, it adds extra texture. We're going to spread out the onions. And we'll prepare a simple mixture, nice and easy. Simply, in a small bowl, add some cream and an egg. There, I'll add a little bit of fleur de sel. We'll beat it all together and here we go. I'll pour the mixture on top. And as you can see, I didn't use much. I don't want it to be a heavy tart. I really want the onion to be the main ingredient, A little grind of pepper. You could also add some grated cheese on top. And then it goes into the oven, as simple as that. We'll bake our onion tart for 40 minutes at 180 degrees. There it is, the old-fashioned onion tart. Look how beautiful it is, it's nice and golden. We're going to really enjoy this tart. I'll let it cool down a little and then I'll cut a slice. There we go, the homemade crust. This is going to be a treat. Ooh, that's good. And the crust is great too. I'm counting on you to make this recipe at home and tell me in the comments if you liked it. And as usual, a little comment, a like, a share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. See you next week.